with your hosts, LiasaurusGaming, ThisIsLuma, UrbanxGaming, and WhiteRosé.
Hello, and welcome to this week's podcast. We're back.
Howdy.
Me.
Hello.
Howdy.
We're very American today with all the holidays.
No, we're all howdy. I mean, we're all
Well,
American.
we try to be. We try to be very open and honest about who we are and what we do. So,
Pooh.
moving on from last week, shall we now go over the goals that each of us set last week and whether we actually managed to complete them?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Yeah, go first. Do it.
Yes! Who's going first?
Leah.
I'll go first.
Okay.
You go first.
I set my goal to record 5 YouTube videos, and I have recorded 5 YouTube videos. I have just not yet uploaded them because I still need to finish editing them. I have also downloaded a few different games because I'm going to be expanding the channel a little bit and incorporating new kinds of games to have a wider range of viewers.
Nice.
Nice. Not us again.
We're not getting back on this train again. Come on. Right.
We never got off this train. It's like the whole train.
Who wants to
That
go
was just
next?
a stop. Alright, I'll go next then, I
Right,
suppose.
Leah, you go
Alright,
next.
Leah goes next then, I suppose. Thanks, Urban.
Okay. My goal was to survive another week of work, which I barely did. But we got through it. And now I'm not back in work till Friday. Hooray! Whoop whoop. And then I probably said some shit about YouTube, but I've honestly not even had the time.
Yeah, you did say shit about YouTube, I think.
Been busy. Stuff and thing. Life. Meh.
Stuff and thing. Meh. Is that you done?
That's me done.
So, Luma.
Hi!
Could you have sounded more like a 4-year-old girl?
No, unless you stood on my knob or something. But let's not do that. Ever, please.
No, just get on with it.
Okay. I set a goal to do a couple of live streams, 3 or 4. And my internet gave up on me, so I didn't get them done. Tried to do it one night, and basically got throttled from start to finish, all 40 seconds, dropped every single frame, gave up, said I'll try it in a few days, and didn't. I was very successful. Although I did
Trey successful.
I did do another goal though, which was to complete school. So now I've finished my 4th year and I'm on study leave.
Nice.
So you've now finished school.
Not forever, for study leave, and then we go back after that. And then I've got another year or 2, depending on how long I stay on, which is probably going to be 2 years.
But are you enjoying school?
More than I have been in the past.
Did we have just a random celebration?
Good job, you're enjoying school.
Luma
Good job, you're enjoying education.
Luma deserves a celebration.
Yeah, that's
I
your
guess
school's
it's
been
just
really
down
good.
to I guess it's just down to me uncovering if I managed to achieve my goals from last week. I think from what I remember, I set goals to maybe write a bit more, which I failed because I've been so busy with other things this past week. I set a goal to write another blog post, which I did. Just. And sort things out with management after being taken on for my main music project, which I have done. And I have more announcements to come as of today when everybody hears this podcast. So there will be links in the description to places where you can see about that announcement, because I can't really say much at the moment.
Basically, you're gonna be the England's version of Dr. Dre.
Nice joke.
That's pretty much what you're telling us. That in 10 years we will all be wearing headphones with a little symbol of a glass of rosé on them, or headphones with a little flower on them.
I doubt it.
That's what he said back in the day when he was living on the streets of Compton, growing from the ground up, eating cornflakes and water. That's what he said, and look at him now. Have faith.
Fucking cornflakes and water.
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna have me Fruit Loops and liquid.
God.
Just gonna chill with me Fruit Loops and tap water.
I mean, it's gonna go one of two ways. You're either gonna be the next Dr. Dre or you're gonna be the next Chesney Hawks.
Chesney Hawk.
Why can't I be both?
Because can you
That's
imagine
really
a black Chesney Hawks or a white, like a Dr. Dre Chesney Hawks mix? It does. Can you imagine Dr. Dre singing "I am the one and only"?
Can we just go over something?
Yes.
I'm not black.
Yes.
I am white.
Are you
That's
sure though?
Well, I'm slightly tanned, but that's because of this French weather.
Just because you're white now does not mean you will continue to be white. Look at young Michael Jackson, God bless his
That's what I
soul.
was going to say. Michael Jackson's a
Look at that
trendsetter.
Who got addicted to tanning injections? She went from white to mahogany. It's weird.
Mahogany? That's... People who go with all the tanning injections and the fake tan. There's times when, like, you'll be walking down the streets looking at some of the women and they look like they've been gangbanged by Crayola. It's absolutely ridiculous the kind of makeup they've got on. They've got like eyebrows that look like they've got two slugs on their eyes.
God damn it, Urban.
People need
It's
to
always
just
funny.
keep calm with the makeup.
It's always funny when you see someone who's clearly shaved their eyebrows and then drawn them on about 3 feet higher.
Oh yeah.
And in a ridiculous arch.
Yeah, it's like a slug on a stick.
Little caterpillar eyes.
Anyway, shall we move on to the next segment?
Yes.
Before we get too sidetracked.
Yes.
Yes.
No, do it now. Yes.
Well, it's Urban's job because it's Urban's segment. Come on, man.
Urban,
Oh
give us
right.
your segment.
The
Hit us with your best shot.
The news.
the news segment. Right.
News!
In. Shut up,
What a good
you
intro.
fool. We need a better intro than that.
We need a blooper reel, actually, where we cut all of this crap out and just put it in its own
What?
episode full of mess-ups.
What we've got coming up in the next few weeks, it was originally due to come out in the first quarter of this year, so like the end of March, but because of different things it got put back, so they've now said probably end of April, the beginning of May. There is a new PC game called Identity, which
Ooh.
is going to be, if it lives up to everything that it could do, it could be the greatest game of the last 10 years easily. Possibly the greatest game ever made. Let me tell you a little bit more about it. Because I
Tell me more, Uncle
I know
Arvin.
you're all excited.
I am.
What this game is, it's a similar to a Sims kind of game, but it's a online game with everybody is a real player. You start off with pretty much nothing, and then you work your way up. You get yourself a house. Now this house, when you get this house, you can decorate it, you can change the colour of the walls, you can change the carpets, you can change the layout of your kitchen, put a dishwasher in there, you can the skirting boards, you can change the colour of the skirting boards, have different, all that stuff. The things that you have in your house, like a radio. You can interact with the radio, turn it on, and listen to real DAB radio stations. You'll have a TV. You could turn the TV on and watch real gamers playing games on YouTube. There is careers that everybody can go to. This world is completely controlled by players. You have in your house again, you can have a easel for people who like painting. You can have like an easel, paint a picture, and then you can either put that up on your wall in your house or you can sell it to other players. You have careers such as police officers, fire department, hospitals, any career you can think of pretty much. And in those careers you can earn promotions. You can go up to like detective and stuff like that. There's going to be prisons on the game with prisoners. If you commit a crime and the police come after you, then it is going to be in-game players who are coming after you trying to catch you. So that is the criminal element of the game. There is also, you've got your fire departments and stuff like that. So have a look into this game. It's going to be, like I said, possibly the biggest game of the last 10 years. The game has its own website. That's www.identityrpg.com. Go on there and check that game out. And when there is more updates for the game and when the game is released, I will give everybody the heads up and let you all know the latest news on that game.
I've established something here.
Hold up. The game you've been talking about, it sounds very, very much like Arma Life, but a more polished version of it. I did get whitelisted for Arma Life. It's a similar thing. You make a person. That person can like have a job work for the police or fucking fire brigade, ambulance service, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it seems like it's going to be really interesting to play.
Games like Arma Life and games like Daisy and all those similar kind of games, H1Z1, it seems like those games are more focused on surviving and killing each other.
Not necessarily with Arma Life though. It is basically a life RPG type game. It is just an add-on to Arma.
Oh right. Well, that sounds like a good game. With Identity, there is, from what I have seen of the game so far, there is very little that you cannot do in the game. You can work in a jewelry store. You can go to the jewelry store and buy jewelry. There is going to be guns and stuff like this, but there is not going to be any building of guns. So you're not going to have players who can build like massive customized guns and go around killing people. The only guns you can get in the game are the guns that are already in the game, and you have to buy those guns. Now, I don't know if you will have to go through like any kind of checks to buy the guns, or you can just go up to a gun shop and buy those guns. But as I've said, any crimes that you do commit, if you are seen, then you will have the police force coming looking for you, and if you get caught, you'll get arrested and you'll go to prison. That is something that I'm really looking forward to about the game, to see how the whole prison element of the game works, and to see if there's like a warden and prison guards who are all real players, prison guards going around and stuff like that. I'm so excited for the game. It's going to be one of the best games to have ever come out.
I have
Really
Interesting.
statements. One, that sounds like a love child of Grand Theft Auto and The Sims.
That is pretty much what it is.
Sounds fantastic.
But with
My next
higher playability in terms of, imagine
More realism.
Yeah, imagine going to your house after working for a couple of hours, going home and popping the radio on and just listening to a real radio station. It's, it's going to be a really, really good game.
Yeah, it seems like it could be interesting if you get a few of your friends on with you.
You can also have, there's going to be official servers, but you can also have, you can host a server so that you can customize it and have your own rules and your own options for people who don't want to go onto the official servers. Because let's be honest, when you go onto the official servers, you could go on there and be dealing with trolls who just want to go there and mess about, killing everybody and taking all your money.
Yeah.
Whereas if you get a group of you and you can trust each other, you can make a unofficial server, host it yourself, set your own rules and go from there. So that could be, and if you've got a group of friends and you like playing online as we do, that could be a game that takes up a good majority of your day playing.
Yeah. Do you know whether this is going to be a pay-to-play or a free-play release?
It is going to be a paid game. It's at the moment, it is being funded on, I believe it's Kickstarter. It is being funded, but if you go onto the Identity website, there is options on there for you to donate to the game, and when you donate to it, you get, depending on how much you donate, you get different things. If you donate to the maximum amount, which I think is like $150, you get the game when it comes out. You get invited to the beta version of the game. You get a house. You get, I think, £4,000 cash. You get a car, stuff like that for when you first start the game. After the game is released, it's going to be, and you've bought the game, it's going to be non-subscription. You are not going to, from what I've seen and heard, you are not going to have to pay anything else for the game. You buy the game and that's it.
That's good.
Right.
I mean, looking through the site here, you need like passports and everything. It's so detailed.
Yeah.
For the basic edition, the $15 edition, you get a passport and a founder hat, because you've obviously helped found the game. And for the highest tier, $500 US, it's a passport, founder's hat, beta access, $4,000 game cash, 2-bedroom apartment, 2-car garage, sports car, and a dozen random outfits.
Nice.
Yes.
And
Fair
obviously
enough.
a copy of the game.
Oh yeah, you
They've
get
raised.
I believe
Yeah, but that's
the passport is like the game.
Oh, that's cool.
So like for the minimum one, just the $15, get your passport for access to Identity when completed and released pre-order and become a citizen. So basically what that means is the passport, I believe, gets you the game.
Right.
I noticed that it says here
definitely does seem
prices
like
are
an
heavily
interesting game.
discounted. It says
Yeah.
below packages are only available for a limited time. They are also heavily discounted this time, so chances are that Citizen package is going to go up to like $60 US or something.
Well,
Yeah.
so far, the game, it's not even released yet. I think it might be out on the a beta edition, but it's not the full game yet. And so far, there is already 12,697 people who've donated to it, and they've raised $517,228 towards the making of the game.
Yeah, that's the statistic I was about to throw at you. I'm guessing you're on the same page as me right now.
Oh, gotcha. And there's...
There really doesn't seem like there's much completed right now though. Like, at all. I think it's going to be a long while before this game's done.
Well, I believe what they'll do is the town square, which is in production, once that is completed, they will release the game, and then all the other things will come out as free updates for the game.
It's like patches.
Yeah, you've got like SWAT team. You can go racing in the game. It's just so in depth of the kind of things that you can do.
Yeah, it seems good.
They're anticipating that the world size will be 77 square miles or 200 square kilometers. So it would take, if you was going to walk from one side of the map to the other side, it would take an hour and a half to walk across it. And they're hoping to be able to support around 300 players or more for each server.
Nice.
I mean, they're quite far into the town square, 89% done with the design.
Yeah.
So they're definitely close to getting that released, actually.
Yeah.
And there's going to be, in the game, for people who have played Ark Survival Evolved and games like that, you can go offline and your player kind of stays in the game, but you're just asleep. And then while you're offline, people can come in, destroy your home or your base, take all your stuff. In this game, in Identity, there are going to be safe zones within certain types of buildings where that cannot happen. There's going to be metal detectors to stop weapons getting in the building. So everyone who's in there can relax, socialise and meet new people in the game. They're going to be called safe hubs or sub hubs.
Nice.
Oh, good. Sounds good.
And the whole having a career in the game, it's going to be so good. I mean, it says on the website here, as careers you can have, for example, hunting animals and delivering pizza are jobs, although the police force and fire department are careers with ranks, rewards and achievements of their own. So if you've ever wanted to join the fire brigade or the police force, you can do that in the game. Start off as a police officer, work your way up to detective and keep going. You might even be able to go FBI, I'm not sure. We will have to wait and see.
God, could you imagine us working for the FBI on that
But
game?
No,
it's
I can't.
if you was to join
Excuse me, you've done something wrong. Stop it.
if you was
doing
joining
that,
the
bad lad.
police force, it would mean going to the police station and suiting up at your locker. And then you'll be in that career and away you go.
Yeah,
So,
you also get out of career the same way, you basically deactivate it.
Yeah, you go to your locker, take your suit off, your uniform off, put your civilian clothes on, and then that's it. Then you can go about your business as a normal civilian.
The graphics...
So basically, it's a decent
Excuse me.
simulator for real life.
Yeah, it's wants it to be the most realistic simulator for real life that there is.
Nice.
I mean, the only thing I've actually got any sort of complaint with right now is the graphics of the town. In some places they seem really overly detailed, and in some places they don't seem to have much at all.
Don't forget, it's a work in progress, so that's going to get more and more detailed as it goes along.
But it's they seem to be focusing a lot on the stuff in the foreground for these pictures, which gets you kind of worrying that maybe they're only going to promote this game to this extent so that they can get the people in and then just bugger off the way that H1 and stuff do. That's the way that most game companies work these days, honestly, is they lure you in with all these amazing graphics and fantastic physics, and then it's dog. But I'm excited for this game nonetheless, it seems good.
It's one of those with because it's an MMORPG. It's kind of, you're gonna have to just wait and see what it's like. But I'm hoping that they have seen what other games have done since they've been released, and they're trying to improve on that and make sure that they are not like that.
Yeah.
But it's the players in the game who control the game, and then the developers will release things that players give feedback about to say, we would like to have this, or we don't like this. They might try and change it around a little bit.
Well, let's
Yeah.
just hope it doesn't cost an absolute fortune when it's finally released as well.
Yeah, I reckon
think
it will.
when it is released, you could be looking around the £40 mark, something like that.
Yeah, about $60, because all the prices are in US dollars, so I'd say they're sitting at a quarter of what they're going to be.
But anybody who is interested in the game, who likes the sound of the game, go to the website identityrpg.com, go on YouTube and just type in Identity Gameplay. There is a gentleman on YouTube who does updates about the game, tells like everything that he knows about the game so far. So you can go on YouTube, you can find all that kind of information out on there, have a look at the graphics and see what you think of it. I'm not going to say the person's name on here. You can go onto YouTube and just type in Identity Game and he's on there, and you can go and find him and look at all the videos that he's got up there for it.
Yeah, and what we'll do also is we'll link the Identity RPG website in the description on both YouTube and SoundCloud, so that if people can't be bothered typing it out, then they can just click the link.
I was about to say that myself, Rosa.
Is that all the news that you've got for us, Mr. Urban?
That is the news on games that are coming out. That's the one that I've focused mostly on, because that's the one that I've been most excited about.
Yeah.
There is little bits of news about games that have recently came out in the last month or so, but I don't want to be taking up too much of the podcast and not letting other people talk if they've got stuff they want to say as well.
Yeah, whilst we're sat in the news segment, does anybody have any news that they'd like to share?
No.
Outlast 2 came out this week. Seems like a good game, probably going to get it at some point. Need to get it at some point. Looks like a great game. Good follow up to the first one. Seems like they made it scarier. That's about it for Outlast 2, and they're the Twitch affiliate program.
Twitch affiliate program, eh?
Oh, hi.
So yeah, you got
I
an invite to
wonder
that.
who got that.
Oh, definitely not
I
me.
think
Tell us
they
some
should.
about
I
it.
think they should. If they've got any sense, I think they should give that to you, Leah.
I don't know why I've got to pass it on. Don't give it me, no.
The one person who last week said, I'm gonna try and come away from streams and do a little bit more YouTube videos, and Twitch got onto that, and they're like, oh, we can't let this girl go. Quick, get it affiliated.
I know, you know what this means? It's like, gotta get back into streaming this week.
Just when you thought you were out, they pull you back in.
Yeah.
It's like with
I mean, the
Vince, he's
good
going
thing
to
is-
YouTube. No, drag her back.
We can't let her go to YouTube.
The
It's
good
not
thing with her
allowed.
is that she has this community, so that even if you wanted to walk away from Twitch, we are all here, no matter where she goes, like left or right.
Oh yeah.
So if she goes back to
you
Twitch and she's still got
guys.
like every single person in Discord, because she said before like doesn't want to stream solo because it's just more effort and boring that way. It's so much easier to stream with
There's
people.
so much pressure on people now who want to become streamers and make a career out of it.
Yeah.
And it's like not everybody's got the funds to buy a decent gaming setup.
Yeah, there's
the
like
green
2
screens, all that. It's one of them. A lot of people, I think, they get into it for the wrong reasons. And I noticed when I was streaming, I was more focused on the number of people rather than, people who were there and had been there for a while watching or lurking and God knows what. And I find it more enjoyable if I stop doing that and stop worrying. But yeah, like Limbo was saying, it's a lot easier to stream if you've got people to have a conversation with.
It makes it a lot less strenuous for you as well, because you're not sitting there alone. You've got someone to talk to. So even if the game that you are playing is slightly boring, then you can have some banterous conversation with people.
Yeah.
I think something that's... Sorry, I'm
go
going
on.
to go. We interrupt each other saying on you go as well.
Alright, that'll go.
On you go,
I
Urban.
think that for some streamers, in fact I know for a fact for some streamers, there are times when streaming feels like a full-time job. They feel obligated to get in there streaming for a few hours every night, when sometimes maybe they don't feel too good, or they just want to have like a night off, and they just want to, or maybe even have a few days to themselves just to play games on their own without having to communicate with the followers, and that is perfectly okay. Do not feel like streaming is a job. Yeah, you have viewers and you have followers, and if you're affiliated you can start earning a little bit of money, but at the end of the day, if you stop enjoying what you're streaming and if you stop enjoying streaming, then you're going to lose the passion for it. So if that happens, take a couple of days off, take a week off if you want, be on yourself, be on your own, play the games that you want to play, and then when you feel ready, go back to streaming, or even stream less. Instead of streaming 5 days a week or however many days, stream like 3 days a week or every other day, and see how you feel then.
Yeah.
See, for me, it was like I was streaming 7 days a week, and then that got cut down to 6, and then it was like 3 times a week, and even the 3 times a week was getting too much.
Yeah.
And it just got to a point where it was like, well, I'm not playing games because I feel like playing. I'm playing this and streaming it because I feel like I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if like 9 times out of 10 it was a game I was completely not interested in. Just
for people
because
who work as well, like you work now, and for people who work, they go to work all day, they work their ass off to earn the money. They come home and they feel like, oh, now I've got to go on and stream for like 4 hours, and it's unfair. If you don't feel like streaming because you've had a busy day at work, or you've got stuff going on and you're not feeling quite right, then don't worry about it. Streaming is not the end of the world. If you miss a day, if you miss a week, it's not the end of the world. If you've got viewers and you've got followers who are excited about the product that you're putting out and your channel, they're not going to leave you after a few days because you haven't streamed. They will understand, and they will still be there when you come back.
Yeah.
Well, like, I haven't streamed in 2 weeks, and in them 2 weeks I've lost 5 followers, which is like next to fuck all, really. But it's like you were saying, you do sort of lose the passion for playing games, and you know what I mean, and getting the same enjoyment as you get out of it if you're just playing on your own.
Yeah.
But at the minute I'm taking a break from it.
Yeah.
Because it was getting too much. I had a break a couple of weeks ago for an entire week, and it was fucking fantastic. But now it's like I go to work, I come home, and I just want to jump on Uno with these guys and insult everybody. But
We don't need to jump on Uno to insult each other. We just do it anyway.
We do it anyway.
Yeah, we do.
It's the same thing. Like, there's so much pressure with streaming, and now it's like I get to a point where I've lost the spark. Give it a while, it'll come back. I'll hop back on the streaming again. But at the minute, I'm quite happy with just hopping on Discord with these guys and the other members of this community and having a laugh, playing some daft games and insulting each other.
Yeah.
Also, in terms of streaming, if you feel that you're obligated to stream a particular kind of game because that's what people want to see, that's wrong. Stream the games that you want to play that particular night, because it doesn't matter what the game is, there is going to be somebody out there who likes that game. Like, there's a game out there called Human Fall Flat, and that is one of the funniest games you can play, and it is funny watching other people play that game. I watched Leah playing that game for hours, and not once did I get bored watching it. It is a funny game. So just because it's not a Grand Theft Auto or a Minecraft or a Resident Evil or a Destiny or whatever, don't worry about it. If it's a small independent game, still stream it, because not only are you going to gain new followers, you could also be gaining the notice of, gaining the attention of the developers of that particular game. And who knows, they may come to you and say, we've seen you streaming the game, we appreciate it, would you like to have a key for one of our other games? You never know, anything can happen when you're streaming. You don't know who's watching, so stream whatever game you want to stream.
Yeah.
I think with Human Fall Flat, it was one of them. I know what night you're talking about in particular. I streamed Human Fall Flat for maybe, what is it, almost 8 hours? It was a long time.
It was early hours of the morning.
Yeah, and yeah, things start getting a bit daft. And
You become attached to the character as well.
we adopted him. That's our little baby. He's the channel's mascot now. We call him Doughboy. But yeah, there's one moment in particular, and I'm so upset that we couldn't do a clip of it because of the music that was playing. Urban requested some classical music, and it just fitted so fucking perfect with the end of the game. Climbing up them last few objects and hopping down into the exit. It was beautiful. Honestly, God, I nearly shed a tear.
Yeah. I mean, to tag on to what Urban was saying, as long as you enjoy what you're doing and you're seen to enjoy what you're doing, then the more people you'll attract to what you're doing, because they'll find enjoyment in your enjoyment, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because you don't, like, everyone does it and you get miserable on stream, but to be honest, nobody wants to watch somebody who's just sitting there sulking.
Fake it till you make it. If you pretend you're in a good mood, you'll be in a good mood. I mean, that's like the sort of way it works.
Yeah.
I've had streams where I've just, been playing and then like 10 minutes later gone, nah, I'm just not in the mood, sorry guys, see ya. And just gone off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's no point fighting through it if you, emotionally aren't committed to doing it, just fucking leave, go.
Yeah.
If people want to leave, if people want to follow you because of the game that you're streaming, don't worry about it. Don't get upset about it or stressed out about it. Maybe they just were not interested in that particular game. But like I said, even if they're not interested in it, there will be people out there who are interested in it, and you gain new followers. And for all you know, those new followers can turn into good friends like we have. We've all turned into good friends, and we have such a laugh together.
This is true.
Stream whatever game you like. If you're enjoying a game, it will show on your stream, and that's how you get the follow.
Exactly. And rather than really rambling on in the news segment any much more longer, yes, words, I can English. English? I'd like to now just slowly segue into the events section.
Let's into the events section. Absolutely ease into events.
Oh, ease it in there, go on.
Just slowly ease it in.
Just the tip, go on.
And in and out.
I think
What is happening?
the best thing to do is maybe if we start off with Urban about the Uno tournament, and then I think Luma's got a few things to talk about as well.
Okay, so I had arranged an Uno tournament for last night, which started off with I think about 6 people, and then as the week progressed, little by little people couldn't make the tournament because they had other plans. So now the tournament has been put back until a date when we do have at least 6 people who wish to play it. So that could be during the week, it could be next weekend, it could be 2020. I'll decide when the tournament can progress, when we've got the right amount of players for it.
Yeah.
And in terms of that as well, if people who are listening want to take part in the Uno tournament, or in general just playing games, whatever the group's playing, you're more than welcome to send us a message via YouTube or SoundCloud or catch us on Facebook, and we'll send you an invite to our Discord group.
Yeah.
They can join us. It's been a while since we've played, since we've had a night playing golf with friends. So
Oh,
that could
God.
be something.
Oh god, yeah.
That could be something.
But what we'll do is, Urban,
you
if
scared off
you
Rosé.
let us know when the Uno tournament is going to happen, we will broadcast it out on the Facebook page and the Twitter page so that people know when it's going to be.
I'm going to aim for next Sunday evening.
Right.
And
Oh, you would? I'm at work. God,
okay,
no.
well, like I said, I will ask around, see who's available, what day's best for everybody. In fact, I'm not going to chase after everybody. People can let me know when they are available, and then I will arrange it around that time frame.
That's a good idea. Right. Luma, you had some words. God damn it, woman.
Okay, so Luma's coughing. For people out there,
Alright, I'm
I just want
fixed.
to bring up a little musical issue, if I may. For anybody out there who does like, as we do, loves video games and stuff like that, go onto YouTube, type in the name of a band called Starbomb.
Wow, I didn't know this was coming.
And type in, look for a song called Smash. Starbomb do a lot of songs based on video games, and their song Smash incorporates video game characters from most video games that are out. A little while ago, you've got the Mario Brothers, you've got Sonic, you've got Pokemon, you've got Metal Gear Solid on there. Go and have a listen to that. Have a listen to the band. The band are really, really good. And have a listen to that song. It's a very catchy song. It's a fun song to listen to, and it'll get your head bopping.
Exactly. Right, now that Luma's back from having a seizure, let's let him talk.
So, recently one of our friends, Lana Jane, also known as Lana JP, has
Hermione.
set up. She goes by most forms of Lana, then a JP something. She set up a Minecraft server. We now have a waitlist on it, so if you are interested in joining, of course, just hit up any of the TVV accounts or hosts. We'll get you an invite to the Discord, and from there we can then get you on the Minecraft server if anyone is interested.
Oh, yes.
It is a fun, friendly server, so none of that griefing stuff that the 18-year-olds do, and the 12-year-olds do, and the 8-year-olds do, and everyone does. Yeah,
So basically,
they're the worst
every
ones for it.
Minecraft player.
Yeah, so we're not actually accepting Minecraft players, but if you do have a Roblox account, we also have a server. Well, I'm joking.
The bands.
I will be buying Minecraft in the next week, so I will be
I'm proud of you, Urban.
jumping onto that wait list.
Yeah, it's a game that I haven't played in 2 years, and the server's actually got me some amount of interest back in the game. Like, it's a good creative output for when you're bored. You just spew ideas onto a world made of blocks, and you actually get something back in return. It's a good game. Even for like all the hate that it gets and
It's
how
a relaxing
bad the
game.
servers are.
Yeah, you don't
it
have
is.
to concentrate on it. You can just go on there, have a few drinks, have a laugh, and just build whatever you want to build.
Exactly.
God, could you imagine getting drunk playing Minecraft?
Drunk
To be
Minecraft would be
honest.
hilarious.
Have I done that
Completely
before?
intend to do
If
that
it's
this
anything
week.
like golf, where I just couldn't function anymore, I very much doubt I'll be able to function Minecraft.
Or anything like that game of Uno where I was absolutely wasted.
Oh god.
And I was
That
just
you
giggling
went-
at everything.
You was giggling at everything. It was just like, gotta go, boom, off. He's gone being sick.
Oh dear.
He was praying to the porcelain gods.
Yeah, I was. I was knelt down praying to the porcelain gods. Anyway, to finish off the podcast, we will now slip and slide down the sequential road into the alley of goals. So, does anybody have any goals that they'd like to achieve between now and next recording session?
Yes, sir, me, sir, I, sir.
Oh god, Urban, you
Okay.
keep interrupting me.
You go first,
Okay.
Urban.
I feel bad. I want to allow our Scottish contingent to. Because
you're
if we
in
don't
your
let them
trance.
go first, they'll order a referendum and it'll all be chaos.
It's already coming. I'm just going to drink out my water bottle now. You've done it now.
Right, my goal for this upcoming week before the next podcast will be to purchase Minecraft.
Okay.
Wow, I could go.
That is a goal. 10 out of 10.
Yep.
Right.
And I
goal
will
is
also find another game to preview, and I will have wonderful news about that for you.
Awesome
Go
stuff.
ahead, Luma.
So my goal is going to be to get back into streaming again. Like I keep saying, internet hasn't been too bad over the last week. I've had to take a bit of time to let it sort of catch up with me again, but hopefully now it's done that and it's all going to be fine and dandy and sorted, and I can actually get back into streaming without dropping every single frame. So I'm going to try that, and if it doesn't work, Virgin Media's getting a call.
That's good stuff. Leah, any goals?
Oh yeah, give us a go.
Hey, be more active on my Discord
Yes.
this week. Work's been getting in the way, so obviously I haven't been around as much as I'd like to be. I've got to get round to testing some of these goddamn games I was given for free off the devs, because I'm getting a nice collection of them that haven't been played yet. So I need to get into that at some point this week, maybe record some YouTube videos, survive
Yes.
work again this week.
You can do it.
No more stupidly long hours on my own in work.
Hopefully not.
Well, for this week anyway. Next week, I don't know.
Well, I'd just like to quickly jump on and say, anybody in the Wigan area, go to the pet cabin. Ding.
Ding! We have stuff and things. You
And
admit
dog
it.
stuff.
You have animal stuff.
Colours. Yes.
Please
we
go,
also
Leah
have
needs her job.
a dog washing machine.
For £8.
Physicals. Yeah.
So all those people out there who've got a poodle or a bulldog or a really ugly girlfriend called Kim, go out there.
Whack her
You've
in
got
the
a-
wash. Go on.
You've got it in a dog wash.
Yes.
Got a really ugly friend called Kim, that's about it.
Oh, I had to silently choke on my own laughter there.
Well, at least she was chalking on laughter and nothing else.
No, choking on those sorts of things safe for later.
Oh, hell.
Oh, hi.
So see,
Oh, I guess it's down. Guess it's down to me to do my goals now, then, isn't it?
Yes.
Again, like last week, my goals are to write more, which I hope to be able to do this week because I don't have many management meetings or anything this week. I intend to write and release another blog post on Friday. Promote my music, release a music video on Thursday. And release my massive announcement tomorrow or today.
All over your faces.
Today for those people that are listening.
Tomorrow?
Well, it's today for the people that are listening.
Thursday.
So my music
Tomorrow?
video gets released Thursday.
Next month.
But as of today, the people that are listening is Tuesday. My announcement has probably already been released.
Oh wait, today isn't Tuesday.
Luma,
Oh wait,
shut up.
hang on.
He's gonna get slapped, boy. Oh, shut up.
that's.
You're gonna get slapped so
I think
fucking
we
hard,
I think
Luma.
we should order the referendum.
I'm sorry.
We order the referendum to get rid of Scotland.
My Scottish is coming, sorry.
I mean, I'm gonna keep a couple of
Scottish is
gingers for
showing
myself,
through.
but that's about it.
We should give the listeners a challenge.
Biscuit.
A challenge?
Well,
Come back
first of
next
all-
week, that's your challenge.
Yeah, come back next week.
Yeah, come back next week.
That's about that's all you
And
need.
also, give us some.
Money.
Give us all money. We want money.
Donate.
Give us some suggestions of what you would like to see from the podcast. If there's anything you would like us to discuss, and if any things you would like us to talk about, if you would like us to get rid of Luma, anything like that, let us know.
Even
and
I
we
want
will-
them to get rid of me.
We will take that on board.
We
Yeah.
can even give your Twitch channel or your YouTube a shout out if you're
We
a
can
really
do
nice
that.
person.
For a
Yeah.
donation of
Shout out.
£10 per person, we can do that.
No.
Also, if you have any questions, we will be doing a Q&A episode in the next couple of weeks. So if you want to leave those questions down below, then we will get to answering them. as and when we can.
Yes.
So, we're pretty much wrapping up on this episode. We're getting there. We made it through another week.
Just about. Yes.
Aye, just about. And just for those that are listening, well done. You've made it through another episode of this, and it was longer this time. Have a
Put the word
cookie.
shart in the comments if you've watched to this point.
Yeah.
Just shart, that's it.
Just shart. S-H-A-R-T.
Shart.
Bell sniff.
Bell
You've
sniff.
listened to the entire thing.
If you've got a dog, please call him Bell Sniff.
B-E-L-L-S-N-I-F-F. Bell sniff.
Bell sniff.
Every dog should be called Bell Sniff.
And his sister, Bella Sniff.
Bell sniff.
And their son, Sniffer Bell.
It's actually Sniffer Bella.
No, that's his twin sister.
Aye.
God.
The one with like the evil stepsisters.
No. Oh. God damn our banter.
God damn our lives.
So yeah, message us on the social medias. Get
Love
in our
us.
Discord.
Yeah.
Come and abuse us on who you know. We're gonna whoop your ass at who you know.
Exactly.
Deal with it.
So, I'd like to just sign off. We are the Vulgarity Variety, and thank you for listening.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Good night.
See you later!
I love you.